What's up, Angel City? It's your girl Panda. We are back for another
Whew.
episode of Angel City Chicks. I know you probably thought we forgot all about you. You probably thought we got traded to another team, just like some of our players. Well, we'll talk about that in just a little bit.
Yeah, I
But
don't think they could get enough money for us.
I'm sorry, I did not introduce who was talking. That is my co-host Nina.
Hi.
Yeah, you didn't.
It's
interject.
me. Hi.
You're the problem.
It's me.
It's you. So yeah, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while. A lot of things have happened.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Wow.
And
yeah.
this is an after dark episode. We're feeling the couch vibes. If you're watching us on YouTube, we have decided we're just cuddling from now on.
We're just chilling on the couch, glass of wine, some good lighting, and our notes so that we can bring you a very informative podcast. I think it is. I mean, there's been a lot of information that's come out since our last podcast. So I really think it's important for us to try to package all of that up real nice and deliver it to you guys in some kind of way that is very digestible.
Hopefully.
We hope. Anyways, that's what we're going to try to do.
I'm tie-tie.
Nina's tired. Poor Nina has been dealing with trash apocalypse at her work.
Yes, but here's the thing. I showed you all of my trash.
Yeah, so I drove all the way out to Nina, which it took me an hour from Woodland Hills today because that's where I got my hair done.
Yay!
Hello, if you're watching this,
I got my pony. I got my pony.
And so I drove out to her and then bought her lunch, and then she was so kind to walk around where she works and show me all the places that they keep trash and the fact that it's not being picked up properly. So that was fun.
Yeah. Welcome to a day in the life of operations
of Nina at the mall operations where they do produce a lot of trash.
Yes.
So yeah. You've been dealing with that. I'm still dealing with this. Did I have this the last time we talked?
You did. Yes. Okay. You've had this for a while now.
So wasn't really sure. Yeah, just trying to get mobility back into this wrist. For you that don't know or didn't listen to our last podcast, I had surgery right before Christmas. So wrist injuries, especially ligament injuries, take a long time. And I'm sure some of you out there listening know what I'm talking about. So,
but thankfully that meant you were able to come hang out today.
Yeah.
You know, we
had a lot of free time. Yeah. So I've been working on stuff. We're working on content for you guys, gearing up for the season. We've got some fun, exciting things to bring to you guys. Hopefully you guys haven't forgot about us and are excited.
We didn't forget about you.
We didn't. We just wanted to wait until we had a good enough batch of content to bring you, and we have that today.
We do.
We've got a schedule release finally, which I know we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
We've got player news, we've got additions, we've got subtractions,
and that's why I can't cheer yes at that, because like half of it makes me really sad.
It makes all of us very sad, but that's okay. We've got some new players as well, which I think we talked on the last podcast. We don't have to go into who we brought in, and there's not really a whole lot that we've brought in, oddly enough.
Yeah, but there are some changes. So we want to also just update you and go exactly into who's on our preseason roster. And then, we'll dig into a little national fun, we'll call it, because we've got some players called up, and then we've got a friendly that got announced today. Yeah. And then we'll fluff it up.
Yeah, and we'll briefly touch a little bit on the She Believes Cup as well that happened today and what you can expect going forward. And yeah, so that's kind of what you can look forward to. So hopefully you are in a nice comfy spot, or you're sitting in your car right now.
Because we're comfy.
Because we're comfy. We are. I feel like we need to have like that low jazz voice.
I feel like I need blankies.
If I get a blanket, you know what happens.
Oh, you're out.
I am asleep so fast. If you cover me with a blanket, it's over. So
it's just your shoulders. They're your thermal regulators.
They are.
Mine are my legs.
Yeah.
Not my feet, my legs.
As soon as my shoulders are covered, we are all good to go and life is grand. So anyways, guys, I don't know. You want to dive into it? Are you guys ready? Did we warm up enough? Did
we get y'all ready?
I think so.
All right, let's start this out. So our first game of the season is actually not going to be counted towards our season record, because everything is actually going to be a international friendly on March 8th, and we'll touch on that later on, because when they announced the schedule, that was still marked as a TBD. So we're treating it like it's still a TBD.
Still a TBD. So we will
TB later in this podcast.
TB later in the podcast. But yes, I mean, they did announce that. That is that's Club America, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so that did get announced recently, and I'll read what they said about that. Angel City Football Club and Club America Femenil announced preseason friendly match at BMO Stadium, which we'll get into that.
Gosh, wait, no. Record scratching. If you are not following, we are no longer playing at the Bank with a C.
We're no longer at the Bank of California. We are the Bank of
Montreal.
or Le Banque.
La Banque.
Because they speak French. Yes, we did finally
with
get
a
a
K.
new name. We've known that the stadium was going to change for a while, and it finally came through. I mean, $100 million for 10 years for that. I mean,
I'd
love
$100 million.
They can call themselves Turd Ferguson for all I care. I mean, for
I
that much
prefer
money.
not.
I know, but I'm just saying they call it whatever. But yes, so Bank of Montreal, so BMO. So when you hear us talk about BMO, that's what that is.
I'm still
I
calling
still want
it
to
the
call
bank.
it the bank because
It
it's
is still a
bank.
bank.
And when you say bank, you don't know if we're saying it with a C or K. So we're just going to call it that.
It's the bank.
So anyways, that is going to happen on March 8th. It's going to be at 7:30 at 8 p.m. So
Yeah,
it is no longer TBD.
Where are we going to be, though?
Unfortunately, however, we will not be attending this preseason match because we already have everything booked for
a trip to Costa Rica.
And that's by way of LAFC, who is playing Alajuelense, or however you say it. I'm sure I jacked that up.
No, that was good.
Oh, yay. But we are playing them in CONCACAF Champions League, and that's our first round. And we thought, what better thing than to go down to Costa Rica, a place we've never been, and watch LAFC play. So unfortunately, that's already on the books. So
we can't keep changing our flights.
We are already changing them once. I don't know that canceling them is going to be a good idea. But that is what's happening there.
But after that, we've got this fully packed schedule. And one of the things that we knew was going to happen within this that has now officially happened is the Fugazi Cup is taking place in the middle of the season.
Isn't that great? We just love the Fugazi Cup.
I mean, it's reminiscent now of, I guess, the US Open Cup. Is that what we're trying to do, where it plays in the middle of everything?
It's not, though.
But no, I'm not.
Fugazi Cup, for those of you who don't know what the Challenge Cup is, if you're new to this and you're wondering what's going on, it is. Sorry, it gets me all upset.
Yeah, clearly.
It is something that was designed right around COVID times. It was the very first competition to come out in the U.S. Professional sports realm. NWSL was the front runner on this.
Let's go.
They kind of designed this tournament to kind of get everybody going, get everybody excited about sports coming back. It's called the Challenge Cup. It's before the regular season. It doesn't count towards anything exciting. It's hardware, but no one really wants to go all out. Most people have a lot more invested in the regular season with the cups and things like that for the entire term. So it's kind of like, it's a great time for, well, it was, let me just preface this.
Yeah.
It was a great time for rosters to kind of try out things, for new teams like last year with San Diego and us to kind of try out their players, their formations, and kind of get their feet, like really, dig in and figure out what they're all about.
Instead, we're just playing like 2 seasons in the middle of one, because we're going to start playing this on April 19th. That's our first game in the Challenge Cup. And then our last game in the Challenge Cup is August 5th. What?
I don't understand it. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear what everyone out there has to say about this.
Mostly if you can defend this as a choice.
Right. Like, what is the point of it? Is it worth people getting hurt for? Is it worth, exhausting your players?
Is it like, if you can't win the season, at least you can win this? Like, it's tactically, because it's for hardware. Yeah. If I'm the coach, why not make a decision? I'm going to rest all my best players for the regular season. I'm just going to win the Challenge Cup 4 years in a row.
I mean, again, I don't understand it. And I would love to know if anyone else out there does. And your thoughts on it. Is it just, at this point, should we just do away with it?
And let's remember, this is April through August, and then they're still going to have like the finals.
And do we do like what Nina said, turn the Challenge Cup into more of an Open Cup, or
That's
like,
the only way
in
this works
England they
in my
have
mind.
the FA Cup. Do we make this one of those where we just invite all women's clubs in this tournament and make it that? It seems a little more fun, a little more important, a little more at stake. At least you've got lower tier teams fighting for something. Here, I just don't get it. But yeah, like you said, it's right there in the middle, starting in April. We've got international friendly to start the season. Then we got some regular season games. Then we got Challenge Cup games, and then more regular season. It's interesting. We're not going to go through the whole schedule. I will ask.
Let me add one more thing to this entire hectic, chaotic thing.
Yes.
Let's not forget that July 20th through August 20th of this year, Women's World Cup.
World Cup's happening too.
Yeah. I'm not in charge, but if I was, I would say bad idea to have a third competition on top of all of that when we're already going to lose a decent chunk of our starters to this tournament.
Well, and what sucks is didn't they kind of blocked off for the World Cup. It's you said July through August, correct?
Yes.
But there are games. The Challenge Cup games are in the middle of that.
Yeah, and then some regular season too. Like it's
I don't know. It's kind of wacky.
It's all wonky wacky.
I mean, I'm excited the season's here. I can't wait to be at La Banque and to see this. And I guess, do you have any home matches right now, like circled on that? Let's start with that. Anything that you're excited for?
Stuff that I'm really looking forward to. I want to see some Louisville. Like I'm excited to do that. You gotta always mention San Diego Wave. It's not in my top priority list. Like, whatever. Okay, the Wave are coming back again.
Yeah.
But, I'm just kind of excited in general for all of it.
Absolutely.
I think if we talk about this, the things I'm more excited for is to try and see which away games we can get to, because that's, I think, the real treat. Away days are fun. And Amanda, are you looking at any away days right now and booking plane tickets?
Well, I will say, okay, first, real quick with the home games. Real quick back to that. Sorry. When I'm not excited, that's not happening. Well, yeah, I guess I am. I'll be excited. June 4th, Chicago comes in town and we get to see Cara Recaro.
You're already going to make me cry.
I know. And we haven't talked about that. We will, but that's going to be exciting.
Why would you start like this? We were having a very nice podcast episode, and then
you're coming off Trash Apocalypse. You are not. You're already in your feels, so it's okay.
I'm so angry with you right now.
Right? All right. So as far as away days, I remember looking at that. I would love. Well, when. Not this season. When Casey Current gets their new stadium, I can't wait to go out there.
Right,
it's gonna be great.
Oh, that is happening.
I would love to go see NC Courage, but it's not going to work out, unfortunately, with my with our there's too much schedule going on. Yeah, with our schedule, there's too much going on between LAFC, between us and our own little vacation that we're taking for Christian's his high school reunion is in Frankfurt, Germany. So we're going to be in England the first part of May. So that's going to be very hard. But I would like to have gotten out to North Carolina. We have friends out there that I know would have definitely joined us as well. But, it's going to be fun. I mean, again, looking at this, there's no new teams this year.
Right. So it's kind of a level.
It's kind of like, okay,
field?
It's like last year 2.0 now. Like last year was kind of new and exciting. Now it's okay. It's more the same. Let's see how we really do.
Settling into our relationship with the league.
Yeah, we've kind of gotten our comfort zone. We're more in like, sweatpants, makeup's still on while we're watching the movie, but
we haven't but
we're comfortable.
Yeah.
We might use the bathroom in our boyfriend's house. That's how we're comfortable we are. But
we're feeling it out still.
Yeah, we're still feeling it out. We haven't got full on mouth open, drooling on ourselves. Yeah, we're not there.
Not there yet.
So, but we're getting comfortable. We're there. We're not new and shiny anymore. We're kind of new and shiny.
We're so new and shiny.
Anyways, that is what the schedule looks like. Everybody head to Angel City's Instagram or the website or the app. It's all out there. Mark your calendars.
If you have a birthday game this year, if they have scheduled a game on your birthday, DM us and let us know so we can get excited with you.
Yeah, maybe we'll fun stuff. Yeah, maybe we'll have some giveaways for you. We'll come see you. We would love to say happy birthday in person if you're going to be at the game. Of course, we have all the pregame tailgates, which we will definitely definitely be there. And real quick, because I don't know, I'll be honest. Well, I'm sure we're going to tailgate before. I mean, we're going to do another pod before March 26th.
I hope so.
We should. We're very busy. In the event that we don't, March 26th, our friend Molly.
Yes.
Guys, we have to talk about this real quick.
This is going to be a fun home game for us. We are really, really excited to be able to feature a dear friend, Molly, who is now a published author in an amazing book that she helped write. She's got, I think, the third chapter is Molly's within the book.
I think so.
And as kind of like our celebration, we're going to be featuring Molly as part of International Women's Day.
Right. So let me real quick explain to you what this book is. So it's called Becoming an Unstoppable Woman in Health and Wellness. And there were, I think, 34 holistic ways to heal your mind, body, and soul. And these are all chapters that were all written by women from various facets of life, whether it is mental health, physical health, just anything that can contribute to your well-being as a woman. They dedicated a chapter to that. So you've got Molly, who's a trainer. She does a lot of online stuff. She's very much into mobility and low impact exercises for people to get them moving.
Sustainable ways of living, healthy mindset as you're going through it, everything.
It's a fantastic, fantastic resource for all women out there. So we're going to have Molly come out to our tailgate. We're going to have her book there. And hopefully you guys will come out and see her. If you guys want to get a book or order one, she gets her only revenue from this book comes from people who order it directly through her. So, let's try to support one of our girls who loves supporting us. She loves supporting all things women. And look for that. We will definitely put some stuff on our social media about that.
We will.
So that but kind of want to give you a little teaser about it. And just in case we're crazy and hectic and I forget to mention it on the next pod.
These are important things.
I feel like it's going to be right in the middle of a bunch of chaos. Because our lives are always chaos.
Not chaos.
It's always chaos. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So anyways, I want to throw that in there as we're talking about home games, talking about getting ready for tailgating. Stay tuned for that. Again, that's going to be exciting. I'm looking so much forward to that.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. Who doesn't love fun stuff?
Everybody loves fun stuff. Speaking of fun stuff, She Believes Cup fun stuff.
She believes fun stuff.
She believes
in fun stuff. Well, they had some fun stuff today. That's definitely
today was definitely some fun stuff. So She Believes Cup is going on right now. And we know the USA are playing in 3 matches. Angel City actually has some watch parties if you are in and about. If you were trying to go to the one today and you didn't make it, you didn't make it.
You didn't make it. I mean,
I don't know what else to tell you.
It happens. It's okay.
But
we didn't make it either.
We did not make it. We were here.
We were trying to gear up for today and, just getting our notes together, preparing our content for you. And this was part of our content, which we did have the game on. We did watch it.
Yes.
So I don't know. We're not really going to highlight that game. I know we won 2-0 against Canada today.
I know. There were some oopsies from some former Angel City.
I mean, apparently Vanessa Gilles is on the U.S. women's national team, from what I heard.
Just a little bit, maybe.
But that's okay. That's okay. These things happen, and you know what? They're getting in the groove. We're gearing up. This is kind of fun for the upcoming World Cup for them to all kind of get some leg movement and get some touches on the ball. But we also have some upcoming games as well. You want to tell them what's going on?
Yeah. So USA is playing Japan on February 19th. And if you want to join the Angel City Watch Party, that's going to be at Joxer Dailies. And that's going to be at 12:30 p.m. And then USA versus Brazil is going to be at Distrito 14. Sorry, I'm like tired mouthing it. In Boyle Heights. And that's going to be on February 22nd.
So catch the U.S. In all their action and some of our players on the other teams. Is June playing?
Yeah, June is playing.
So we got June and Vanessa between Canada and Japan, and then of course all of our all the players that we know and love with U.S. women's national team. So tune in to figure that out and watch. Maybe join us at some watch parties. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
I need to buffer this real quick because we've been glazing over the elephant in the room because there are reasons also why 219 and 222 could be a little more difficult for us, and it has to do with your birthday because it's your birthday weekend.
I also have no idea what's going on. So I'm just like, all right, well, I know I have to, I have a media obligation with the indoor team on the 19th.
Who?
The Empire Strikers. And then my birthday's on the 20th. And then,
is that when it? Hold on.
Oh my gosh, Nina. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I don't know what the plan is. If you guys know me, I love surprises. Nina loves planning stuff. So I don't know. She might not have anything planned. Maybe this trash apocalypse is part of my birthday today.
You're welcome.
Wow. You should have put some balloons on the dumpster.
I should have.
Jesus. So yes, it is my birthday.
Actually,
I don't know the plan. So
funny story. Balloons aren't allowed.
Where?
In the mall.
This period?
No balloons.
Why?
It's a thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Right. No balloons. No balloons in the mall, guys. No.
Yeah,
balloons.
In case you were wondering.
Well, yeah. So, anyways, I don't know where we'll be for these, but we will definitely.
And that's also why you get Podcast After Dark right now, because we know this weekend will be a show.
I guess. I don't know. Again,
something we wouldn't necessarily want memorialized.
Oh God, what is happening? Again, I have no idea what the plan is. Every time I say something in regards to, I forget what I was asking about. Christian looked at me and he's like, just wait till after your birthday. I'm like, I don't know how that, whatever I ask, ties into my birthday. I'm so confused. I have not even the slightest little hint of what it could be.
Well, he sent in your weight, so we should be fine.
Hot air balloon. It's a little cold.
Well, we have the wetsuits.
Are we falling into the ocean? Are we plummeting?
You'll find out.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Anyways,
you love it. That's what's weird. You love having no idea.
I do. I hate when I find out or I get like an idea where I'm like, oh no, I want to be like completely and utterly surprised.
Oh my God, I can't.
So anyways, all that to just say we don't have any idea if we're going to be able to watch these games or go to these watch parties.
We are going to try.
But you know what? That's not where our focus lies. Our focus lies with Angel City. That's our team, and that's who we're going to be there for. And you better believe that we will definitely show up for those, except for the international friendly.
And let's talk about showing up for our team, because there is some trouble right now with this Visit Saudi sponsorship. And as we talk about showing up for our team and showing up for our women,
womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, this is.
Did you guys hear about this?
This is not ideal. Not all money is good money. I take that lesson from my friend Lena, who I worked with back at Boys and Girls Clubs. And she used to say, not all money is good money.
Which you would think is a ridiculous statement. You would think, what are you talking about? Like, I'll take that money.
But that's the situation we're in right now. But
like, especially when it comes to women's sports and everything, like there's hardly ever a situation where you want to take money that's being offered to you and just say, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Like it has to be something that you really feel passionate about.
Like a lack of rights for women in your country.
Yeah. I mean, it's just bizarre. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm kind of at a loss because you think about like why would Saudi Arabia even want to I mean, why do they want to sponsor women athletes? Do they even care? Like, what do they think about women playing sports?
Yeah, none of it makes enough sense to me, and I don't know if I'm just missing something. But what I understand is like, if I'm rich, if I'm Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
And I don't believe that women should play sports. And I don't think that this is
basic human rights.
And like my country is fully in on this, basically.
Right.
Why am I giving my money to this? To support putting something like that on.
Right.
What are you trying? Are you trying to say like, oh, our women don't have rights, but you women can have rights?
Yeah.
Like,
we want to throw money at your women. Not ours. I don't know. It's bizarre. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I guess Visit Saudi, kind of like probably more of like a transportation type campaign, a vacation
tourism,
tourism campaign, wants to give X amount of dollars to is it the World Cup in general, like the FIFA governing body or the ones.
Oh, good question.
Either way, they're wanting to give it as a sponsor to basically the Women's World Cup. And I guess a lot of women came out, especially Alex Morgan, and were just like, why do we want a sponsor of the women's game to come from a country that basically suppresses the rights of its own women? Like, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's not fair to have women there that, definitely are being suppressed and not allowed to be as they are, or how all the other women might be able to be in other countries. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Coming now because Saudi Arabia is hosting the 2023 FIFA World Cup.
Did they actually name them as a sponsor?
They did.
I mean, like you said, it's money. It's money, and I know they need it, but you're right. Is it bad money? Is it good money? I don't know. I just know there was a lot of backlash from the women athletes themselves on this, and I guess I'm curious to see if this escalates any, if anyone else has any thoughts on it, but
I mean, we know what happened last time when our women got pissed. They moved the final from Portland to another stadium. Don't put anything past these women. Like, come on now. You are not messing. Don't bark up this tree. You've been up this tree before. Get off our tree. Get off our lawn. Realize.
Just stay out of our forest, man.
Like, come on
just
now.
Go away. Anyways.
Like, just keep diving into criticism. Sure, whatever.
All right,
Do you, boo.
I don't want to spend any more time on that, but that's kind of what's going on. So keep your eyes peeled for what's going on with this Visit Saudi sponsorship that's happening with the FIFA Women's World Cup. Hopefully it doesn't overshadow the fact that these amazing women are out there competing on the largest stage. And, I know we're all going to be supporting.
US.
Yeah, we're going to be supporting our various countries. So anyways, let's move on to some more news. Hopefully some more positive news.
Let's get into some positive news, because since our last pod, we have actually hired somebody. I didn't think there were many firsts left for this club, but they found a first.
They did.
They found a first. The first comes to us as the first assistant coach, and it is not Daniel Ball moving from goalkeeper coach to assistant coach.
No.
Despite the fact that you might think that watching him on the sideline this past season.
Absolutely.
But instead, we have hired Melissa Phillips of London City Lionesses as our first assistant head coach. She's coming to us from London in the middle of their season, but through the transfer window, she'll come over here to the US in time for our preseason. So she's likely here now, maybe soon.
Probably, I would think so. She seems very excited.
She is very excited. She's got the highest coaching license that you can have in the USSF, which is the US Soccer Federation. And, she took on a job pre-COVID, as many of us did, and we're thrown lots and lots of curveballs, and she thrived. She got promoted from assistant coach to head coach, and she's led them into a winning record where they currently sit ranked first in their league.
Fantastic.
So this is a really exciting opportunity, and she did that in 2.5 years.
Wow.
Like,
she knows her stuff.
Boss. Hashtag boss. I love this.
Awesome.
So really excited to have her coming over and joining this team, because I think we needed another coaching presence on the field.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen this time and time again in sports. The head coach has a lot of responsibility, and sometimes when you've got so much riding on your shoulders, it's hard to see the fine details, the little things that maybe, like, you see the big picture, but sometimes you don't see the little things. And having someone else to come in as another set of eyes to say, hey, what about this? Or to offer up ideas, or to even, contradict some of the thought processes maybe, and
to challenge you.
Yeah, to get some rebuttals when it comes to some coaching decisions. I think that's
Rebuttal.
Good. Exactly. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's a positive thing to see, how that can be, support, I think, Freya at the end of the day, and hopefully only make our team that much better. So
absolutely.
It's always exciting. So congratulations and welcome to Angel City.
Let's go. And then we have somebody else we need to welcome, don't we?
Yes, we do. We actually, we stole someone.
I love stealing.
We stole someone from San Diego.
Stealing is fun.
So we signed a midfielder/forward, which I know everyone's clamming for a midfielder. I wonder if they just threw that in front of her name just to make us happy.
I mean, she could be a forward role player at defense. Don't matter. Call yourself what you want. I'll play you where I want.
Don't worry. On our team, you don't need to have a title. we're gonna move you around. You're gonna adapt and
You
learn.
gonna play.
No,
You're gonna play today.
So we signed midfield forward and former Mexican women's national
Let's
team,
go.
Katie Johnson, which very interesting. Katie Johnson seems like a very just
not Mexican
cornfield, flat, middle of the country name, to be honest.
Is she your cousin?
I know, right? What, do I know her? But yeah, she came to us actually from San Diego, where she spent last season. She had 15 regular season matches, 701 minutes, 3 assists on the season, and she was there to help them make their first playoff appearance. She's also drafted by OL Reign originally in 2017. She's been at Sky Blue FC, Chicago, and yeah, she's made
basically
her way
everywhere.
She's been a lot of places. Like I said, she's had some time on the international stage as well with Mexico's women's national team. She had 8 goals through her international competition in her career, and she was in several tournaments, including CONCACAF Central America tournament and the Caribbean game. That's fun. She's originally from the LA area, so she is a SoCal girl. She has very deep roots here. She spent her collegiate career at USC, and she had a bunch of goals. She was named most outstanding player on offense in the College Cup in 2016. And she scored the game winner in the semifinal and 2 goals in the final to secure the second national championship for the Trojans. So another boss beep, beep. I can't say it. I was just sorry.
It took me a minute to figure out what your beeps were. That was my problem. Like, I was like,
beeps.
what are these beeps? So I got there. I got you.
I told you. I just watched Ted Lasso, and that's how she signed her emails was BAB, boss beep beep, and that's what we got. Yeah. Anyways, so yes, so welcome again, Katie Johnson, to Angel City. You didn't have to go too far. The weather is not going to be much different from what you're used to, and I think she's very excited as well to be here, and we are very excited to have her as well. So let's move on from the additions that we have.
Let's go through this roster now, because now we have like a preseason roster.
Really, I know what you're doing.
What?
You just want to glaze over the people we lost and just get right into the roster?
Uh-huh.
You don't want to talk about it, do you?
I don't want to talk about it. Why are you going to make me do this?
Nina's very sad. All right. Do you want to go over the roster we have and then talk about who's not on it? Or do you want to talk about who we lost and then talk about where it's at?
Fine.
I know you're just going by my notes, but
I know, but also sadness.
All right. So we have 3 real key omissions from our preseason roster. And we're going to talk first about probably the more positive ones.
Okay.
Let's talk about Allison Swaby.
Yes. I'm happy for her because
super happy for her.
Swaby wasn't getting playing time with us, and I have no idea why. Like, we're not in practice. For some reason, they don't let us.
Yes.
What defenders of the bank are our better halves, other halves. They are commenting on the YouTubes saying that whoa, we are live.
Hello guys.
Yes, gentlemen.
What's up? Hey, I like
baby.
Seeing that. No one knows we're here because it's late. But you guys do, because you're wondering when we're gonna be home. But yes, Allison Swaby, good ups to her for going off to PSG. What a great move.
I think this is going to be good for her. She's going to get playing time, I hope. This is what she deserves, and she's a talented player, and I'm happy to see her going, on to her next phase, but not signing off from us.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a bad move. It's not going to a rival team. We're going to all very much enjoy watching her play on that kind of platform. So congratulations, Allison Swaby, on your way to PSG. Hopefully I'll be in Paris here in May, and I'll stop by and say, hey, what's up? Hey. All right. So let's
now
move
the
on
sadness.
to the sadness. I think these trades
hurt.
These trades hurt. And you know what? It's funny. I wrote down the trade. I didn't even write down what we got from it because I didn't even care.
It didn't matter yet.
I don't even care what we got for it. All I know is we're losing.
The pain was real because we lost Carrie Recaro and Tyler Lucy.
Oh my gosh. Do they have a thing against blondes? This was a blonde revolt.
Sleeves and shin guards.
Sleeves and right. No sleeves and no shin guards FC here. Yeah, guys.
Sad.
We traded Carrie Recaro to, I believe, Chicago.
Yes.
And we traded
Tyler
Lucy.
Lucy. And you did write down that we got Merritt Mathias for her, a defender.
Okay, I did.
So we traded our forward defender for an actual defender. Sure.
Merritt Mathias. Yeah. So, anyways.
I'm just sad. It hurts. Like, I get really attached to people. I don't do well with goodbyes.
Well, and I think as much as we needed a midfielder and how we were all clamoring for that, the fact that we got rid of one that we thought was pretty solid. But then again, I think maybe we just really liked her, and there was just something that they saw in our, I guess, in our technical formations and the way that they play the ball, that, maybe they could find someone that would better fill that position.
Whatever.
But anyways,
I'm
super sad.
They didn't call me and ask me first. I didn't get a goodbye party.
They knew if they would have called you, you would have said no. So, easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, right?
Whatever.
So instead of saying, "Hey, Nina, do you mind if we take Carrie?" It's, "Hey, Nina, we're sorry we took Carrie. You can't do anything about it."
There was no party. There was no going away. Carrie still doesn't even know that she's my best friend.
I know, right? You never even got a chance.
I think I told her once, didn't I?
The other half of your best friend bracelet.
Yeah. How is she supposed to know?
Sorry. I know.
How's she supposed to know?
She'll never know. It's better if she doesn't know because she might get sad. So. Also, another thing that was really exciting, though, I know we're sad.
Going to the happies?
We're going to go to a little happy thing. Sarah Gordon.
Yay!
Back in training, I think full-on training after her terrible ACL injury.
Talk about
preseason.
A bad beep beep.
A bad beep beep. She has not lost a step, especially just in fitness in general and, and abs. She's killing it out there, and I'm so excited for her. I know she is ready. I know she was such a fun person to have when we were doing the Angels Wear Boots with 110. But I know she would have much preferred to be out on the pitch helping out her girls. And I am so excited for her to finally get the chance to do that. And we can all watch her and just see what we've all been waiting to see of her. Because
I'm so excited.
I was excited for her, and then we didn't get to see
She's feisty. I'm ready.
She is feisty.
I think she's the first red card of the season.
Oh, I hope so. Ooh. I hope she brings it. She seems
she gonna
bring it.
So with that, we know right now we have Claire Emsley, also June Endo, Allie Riley, and Alyssa Thompson called into national team camps for Scotland, Japan, New Zealand, and the US U23 team, respectively, for this FIFA break. So very exciting as we talk about our roster. But are you ready now to go through this?
All right. So we've talked about who we've added. We talked about who, unfortunately, we parted ways with. So
where do we stand?
Let's talk about where we're at. What does a roster look like to all of you?
A roster looks like a sheet of paper with player names and positions.
Roster. You and your rosters and your lineup cards and how it all, you know what? Whatever. I just plopped it down on this piece of paper. I hope it's to your liking.
It's acceptable.
Let's read this to all of you that are out there listening. Are you ready?
All right. How many goalkeepers do we currently have?
On here, I have 3. Yes. I hope this is correct.
I hope so too.
If it's not correct, I'm so sorry. I pulled this information from the most recent things that I could find. If it is
most
wrong,
recent press release.
If it is wrong, well, it will not be the last time.
Because it's going to keep updating.
And it's probably changing as we speak. But yes, we have 3. You want to go through them?
2 that we already know. We've got our girl. We've got our rock. We've got our wall. We've got Dee Dee back.
Yes.
Dee Dee Herachich. We also have Brittany Eisenhower sticking around. And then we added our draft pick, Angelina Anderson, to that list. So 3 goalkeepers.
Yes.
Obviously.
Which, when you've got so many things going on with Challenge Cup and, the regular season, and which this won't affect them, with the World Cup. But, it's nice to have some depth within the goalkeeper range, give some breaks. I mean, again, that Challenge Cup, if you've kind of written it off as not your primary focus, great chance for your goalkeepers that are, backups to really, stretch their legs and show their stuff. I mean, I'm sure there have been plenty of people in off campaign type tournaments that have really shown their stuff and proven it and then made, the starting rosters at times.
Yeah.
So, these are great opportunities for them. So those are our goalkeepers. We got 3 of them. I I don't have any problems with them. I mean, I'm glad we have Dee Dee. If they would have gotten rid of her,
I would have been
think
upset.
I would hate to know what people would have done.
Riot.
Yeah. All right. Let's go over. We'll start in the back. We'll move forward.
I think that's the way to do it.
So we'll talk about defenders, which we are we're pretty deep.
Yeah, we've got 12 defenders. Of that, though, I think 2 are just invitees, non-roster invitees right now. And then we've got 2 out on loan, and then we've got 1 trialist.
Okay. So that's a lot of moving parts.
There's some moving parts here, but there's some good names in here.
Yeah, we have some solid ones. I mean, like we had mentioned, we've got Sarah Gordon.
Yes.
We've got Madison Hammond. We have Merritt Mathias, which is who we traded Tyler Lucy for. We've got Paige Nielsen and Megan Reed, who are super solid back there together. And then, of course, Allie Riley, our captain, will be back. And M.A. Vignola will be there. And I'm hoping she is nice and healthy and we can really see her get some time on her legs. Now, you want to talk about the ones that are on loan or trialees? Or
Yeah, so non-roster invitees, we've got Rachel Diodate and Kelsey Hill. Then on loan, we have obviously Vanessa Gilles, who we've mentioned in the past. And then also on loan, Allison Swaby. Mm-hmm. And then our U18 trialist, Giselle Thompson. Love to have some young blood back there. That'll be fun.
That'll be fun to watch. So keep your eyes peeled out for her. You know, if we're ever in a position in a game, again, maybe a Challenge Cup situation where we can get some time on those legs.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's see it.
Let's talk about the next position. Because I'll be honest, defending and goalkeeping weren't our Achilles heel last year. I think our defenders did the best job we could. And then when they couldn't, Dee Dee came in and did the rest.
Yeah.
But
it'll be interesting to see how that chemistry changes, because Sarah Gordon is going to be a presence back on that line. I think having her back there is going to change things. And I think her relationship with Madison Hammond is going to translate on the field, and we're going to see new things from her as well. So I'll be interested to see how things switch up now that we are changing kind of the chemistry of that back line and that chemistry with presumably the starter being Dee Dee.
Yeah, absolutely. I would hope so.
But 9 midfielders we've got on there within that 4.
We've got 4. So
4 non-roster invitees.
I mean, and they're looking for some people.
I think we're scouting.
I think we're scouting, guys, because without those, we have what, 5?
5? Math. Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah, we have 5. And Lebion, she's our international roster spot, right? Yeah. So yeah, we have 5 midfielders, and that just does not feel very depthy to me.
Not quite yet, but these non-roster invitees, we will see what happens here.
Maybe.
I'll give you their names real quick. Taylor Almer is a non-roster invitee, along with Molly McLaughlin, Mackenzie Pluck, Dami Richardson.
All right. So those are the ones that, again, we're going to see. Maybe they'll stick around. Maybe they won't. However, we will have back. Oh, wait.
No, she's a newbie.
That's a new one. She's the one I just talked about. Oh, my gosh. Wow, that was
this is an after dark moment.
It was so 5 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, who's Katie Johnson? Well, I just talked about her, guys. We stole her from San Diego. So we've got midfielder Katie Johnson. We've got our international roster spot that belongs to Clarice Lebion, Savannah McCaskill, Lily Nabet, and Danny Weatherholt. Those are your staple midfielders that we saw a lot of last year. And no doubt, did a great job. But again, we saw them, we saw Savannah moving up a lot. I don't feel like Lily Nabet,
she didn't get as much playing time.
We had Carrie Recaro mainly in that midfield spot with Danny Weatherholt and with Clarice Lebion. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know what to say about this. I know there's a lot of chatter out there about our midfield and why we don't have, spots, but we do. We have 4, invitees.
And
so
let's
maybe
remember,
they see something we don't.
We don't know what formation we're going to put out. Yeah. We don't know what they are planning. We don't know if they're planning a lighter midfield and having our defense do more work. We don't know what's happening.
We don't. And we are not the coaches. We are not at practice. We do not know. So all we can do is tell you what we see. And I see that we have 5 midfielders that are coming back that we know and are used to.
Mhm.
And then we have 4 additional that are going to try to work their way into the system.
And we'll see what happens.
And it could work brilliantly. It could be the best decision ever. Who knows? We don't know until it happens, but that is the situation in the midfield. So let's move on to our forwards.
Top. Yeah. Let's talk first about the people that are returning.
Mhm.
So we've got Simone Charlie. We've got Claire Emsley in that international spot. June Endo in an international spot. Sydney LaRue coming back again. Kristen Press coming back, obviously. Jasmine Spencer. And our draft pick, Alyssa Thompson. Now, one of the things that stands out to me on this press release right here, as it pertains to one Kristen Press, is she's currently listed as a season-ending injury. Now, I don't know if this is a typo or if we are already predicting that she will still not play.
I just don't. I don't know how they can put that out there already. How do they know that? I guess. I mean, because most of the time, I mean, 6 months for an ACL is not unfathomable. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm hoping it's a typo.
I'm hoping it's meant something else. But according to this, we will not see Kristen Press feature this season
in 2023.
Right. That's what that essentially means. Now, if that's what
she's not gonna play anything.
We won't see her at all. So Simone Charlie, Claire Emsley, June Endo, Jasmine Spencer. That's really where we're at.
Sydney LaRue.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah, Sydney LaRue. Sorry,
she's rehabbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a U18 trialist. We do have a young girl in the mix here, Mia Ministrea.
Yep.
Very excited to see that. Like I said, love some young blood.
Well,
see what I did there?
Oh, thank you. I love that. Shout out to that. Alyssa Thompson, though. I'm super excited to see her. And you know what?
Yes!
I hope this just makes that, maybe, I mean, this may just make her feature even more, with Press potentially not being out there and them not wanting to push her in any way beyond, what she's capable of. So this may be a great opportunity for her. I'm super excited for her.
It's going to be great. Season-ending injury from already? Already?
I mean, it could just be, we don't know how her rehab is. We don't know if she's had any complications. We don't know the stability of that knee. I mean, she's got people working with her and they know. So it's just a matter of time and, can't rush it.
Yeah. And for those of you who had your coffee, you might have remembered that we talked about a defender earlier who is currently a trialist for us that I said the first Youngblood comment about, Giselle Thompson being the sister of our draft pick, Alyssa Thompson.
Sisters. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's fun. Oh, all right. Well, good for them. I'm excited for them. What are your thoughts on this roster, this preseason roster? Where do you see problems? Where do you see strengths?
I see problems in the fact that I feel like we're still starting over. Like we have some solid players, but I don't feel like the solid players were necessarily always put in together. There's some gaps and holes that have now been created by other trades. And there's nothing that I look at that it's like, that's my starter except Dee.
Yeah.
That's the only position where I can right now tell you who I think will start. When I look at every other position, I don't know.
True.
And I don't even have close to a guess.
I
don't even know where to start.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. And I'm sure a lot of people out there share your sentiment that I don't feel like we have a real strong core that we're just plucking extra pieces into.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like we were building a puzzle and we almost had all the pieces. And then a cat came over and just threw it all on the ground. And we're like, all right, well, I know where that goes. But Jesus, let's just get a new puzzle and start over.
I feel like that's where we're at.
Really, I mean, I don't feel like you said that, Allie Riley, but she's with New Zealand. So she's going to be doing stuff. Are they going to send her back to us like a beat up truck like they did Vanessa Gio?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I would love to hear what people's thoughts are. If you're listening to this, what do you think? Where are holes? Where are, our strengths? What do you like? What do you want to see? I mean, I feel like I have answers for all of those.
I'm excited. I'm getting the
excited.
butterflies. I'm starting to get the
Yeah.
butterflies, the preseason jitters, the butterflies, all the things. And you know what? The first game. Let's get into this because we've already said the first game is going to be going on March 8th. We are going to get a preseason friendly against Club America. America Femenil has announced this for us. This is exciting. It's on International Women's Day itself, which is cool.
Very cool.
And this is a free game if you're a season ticket holder.
Yeah,
absolutely. You get to come out. You get to visit the new bank, the bank.
Man, should we find a way to...
No, we're not changing our flights again.
No, I was gonna we should do a contest for our tickets.
Oh.
Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
All right, if you guys are listening out there and you guys are interested in a Founders Club, which is really nice, free food and drink, and you get a great view of the stadium. If you like to watch the game, it's the perfect seat. If we have enough interest and you guys, don't have season tickets that listen to this, let us know, and maybe we'll do something, run a contest, and maybe have 2 tickets for this match, because I don't want that bank. I don't want it empty.
I don't
either. I want people there, and if we could be there, we would. But believe me, the headache we're going through with trying to change our flights with Costa Rica is bizarre, and I don't really have the strength right now to deal with it.
Don't get me started.
I know. I don't need Nina to cry again today.
Not today. Not today.
If you guys are interested, or you have questions, or if we don't hear anything, you just reach out and be like, hey, we'd love that. Then maybe we'll do that. We'll leave it up to the listeners to tell us what they want us to do.
And you know what? I want to end this for you from a quote from a senior in high school who also happens to be our draft pick, Alyssa Thompson, because yes, she's a senior in high school, and that's just not fair. No, you can't drink to being a senior in high school, a senior in college, maybe, but not a senior in high school. So yes, Alyssa Thompson, super young,
but
super good.
What a bad
super pro. That's now the title of this episode. It's Bad Beep Beep.
Bad Beep Beep.
So she says in her first interview with Angel City, she says everything that Angel City stands for is so amazing. Also, what they are doing with the community. They're not just a football club, which I really appreciate. I just love that.
Wise beyond her years. I would not have. My quote as a senior in high school would have been like, I like pink. Something stupid. Like, I just swear.
Cheers to that. Cheers to getting ready for the new season.
Absolutely, guys. No, we are super excited for the start of the season. We cannot wait to see you all. We can't wait to tailgate. We can't wait to chant, to just cheer on our team. I'm super excited. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm excited. But I'm just ready for it to start. It feels like forever.
I know.
Which that happens when you don't make playoffs. Make the season last longer, please.
If you weren't watching on video, I just dropped my mic. Sorry. I got angry with her. Anyways, you know how we like to sign off. Bye. And here's our fluff.
Fluff. What fluff do we have? We don't have kitties.
We have crime junkie fluff.
Oh my god. Okay, so guys, we did a cool thing. I don't know how many of you guys. Cool I don't know how many of you are crime junkies, or you like. I know, right? I don't know how many of you are crime junkies, but we love crime junkie. We love true crime stuff.
We love murder.
That just sounds awful. Wow. Why do we do the podcast like this? I'm digging this position here. I want to put my feet on you. Please don't. Just right over here. Just had like a Peter Griffin moment from Family Guy.
So much better.
Oh, I gotta cover that. People don't want to see your feet. Anyways, we're big Crime Junkie fans. Ashley Flowers is the podcast host for Crime Junkie.
Love it.
She's an Indiana girl like myself.
She's got a puppy.
And she's got a puppy named Chuck. Their name of their production company is Audio Chuck. It's so cute. That's what it says at the end.
I'm losing her.
No, you're not. But anyways, she did a live podcast. So she also does this podcast called The Deck Investigates. And it's like a deck of 52 cards, and each card has a cold case, missing person, something on it. That there's fun stuff that they're still investigating, trying to figure out. And one of the cases, she was just like, oh my gosh, the more she uncovered, the more bizarre it got. So she went on tour like, I don't know, like 12 cities to give this podcast live. Like you were
like
literally
a nice preview.
Yeah, you were like literally sitting there watching like on big whiteboards the evidence and everything. It was
so
so
cool.
And then at the end,
she left us with the world's biggest hanger.
Oh my gosh, she said we just uncovered some incredible evidence, but I'm not going to tell you
even the way it was done. So
but I'm not going to tell you because we are going to release in March a like 12 episode podcast about this case. We're like, what? We just sat through 2 hours of this, which is incredible. It was amazing. Don't get me
so
wrong.
Good.
I mean, now I get to go back and watch or listen to the podcast, and I'm sure
hear
it'll
it all again.
Yeah,
and
hear it
it'll
all
resonate
again.
more, and we'll remember things.
But anyways, that was so much fun.
Oh, it was so cool. It was the best time.
But you know what the best time of that night was?
How right we were with every decision we made throughout the course of the night.
I want you to know, if anybody wants to hang out with us,
we're brilliant.
We're brilliant, and we're gonna probably give you the best time of your night because we decided instead of waiting in an hour-long line for seats that were reserved, please someone explain that to me. Why would you stand outside?
Let's rewind. So we both get off. We both are ready to show up, and this is in downtown LA. And if you don't know us, Amanda and I, downtown is like halfway between us. We have a long distance friendship.
Literally like exactly in between.
Yeah, it's like a mile different maybe from each other. Mm-hmm. So we meet up in downtown LA. We pick a bar. I was like texting her. I'm like, Mexican or Italian? So we decided to go for Mexican food because Panda always goes for Mexican food.
I just feel like Italian food would have made me too sleepy. I would have gotten really full and sleepy.
Probably.
Yeah, all the carbs.
So we picked this cute little bar. It's called Pattern Bar, mm-hmm. which is right across the street from the theater we were going to. So we both parked.
What was the name of the theater?
Orpheum?
Yeah, we went to the Orpheum.
Cute theater too.
Yes.
But so we're parked. We got there early. It was like 6:00. We made it. So it was perfect timing. We both got there at 6.
Got there at 6. Doors were going to open at 7 and the show started at 8.
Yeah. Great. And the bar we chose had happy hour until 8 p.m.
4 to 8 happy hour margs for $8 allegedly. We'll get into that. And some other like bites and stuff.
Yeah, so we get in there, and Amanda and I always split food. So we got a chicken quesadilla, and we had to pay for chips and salsa, but we paid for chips and salsa because that's like dinner for Amanda.
I mean, I eat a lot of it. That's why.
And we go in. And we start just ordering our margaritas. We're just getting like margaritas, whatever it is. We're like, yeah, house margarita. Let's go.
House margs.
Let's do it.
Yeah, easy. No big deal. They were small.
So we had 5 of those. And then we got 2 fancy margaritas.
So we got 5 of the $8 margaritas and 2 of the $14 margaritas.
And a $13 quesadilla and a $5 chips and salsa.
Right. And as the mathematician behind the counter said, it came out to
$44.
$44.
So I'm not sure how this happened, but it did.
I mean, that's what it nicely said.
I was just like, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know.
So that was the first good decision we made.
Because dinner downtown LA and drinks for 2.
Oh my God.
For $44.
Come on. Like,
tell me where this happens.
We couldn't get dinner for that. Well enough. Dinner and
7 drinks.
7, I don't know, all the marks.
Yeah.
So that was the first good decision we made. The second great decision that we made
was to watch the line.
Listen.
Oh my God. People were going and getting in line. And I was counting like 20 minutes before they would show up on the street corner, which was still like a quarter mile from the entrance to the theater. Right. The line was moving, but the line opened an hour before and people were lined up.
So again, tell me this. Okay, I understand lining up for a concert with general admission and you want to get up front close to the stage.
Absolutely.
Totally get that. You know, like especially a young kid, like you want to, get right up there first time you have a favorite artist or whatever. So I understand that. I do. You're young. I'm not young. But I don't understand why you would wait in line for an hour outside around 2 city blocks.
More than that, I think.
So that you can go in and pay, I don't know, $20 for a drink and, I don't know, $15 for a terrible hot dog to go to your seat that is assigned to you.
It makes no sense.
I don't understand that. So anyways, we sat there with our $40 plethora of food. watching this line that wrapped around almost 3 city blocks as it went down. And as soon as we saw the end of the line, we were like, that's when we got our bill.
Yeah, we're like, oh, let's pay.
We paid, and then we walked over to the Orpheum. No line at that point. Walked right in with our bellies full of margaritas and Mexican food and sat in our chair. And then about 10 minutes after that, the show started.
Best decision ever.
And it was an amazing show. We had so much fun. And yeah, that's how that worked.
The second best decision, or third best decision of the night, though, came when it was time to leave and we both had to go to the bathroom. And instead of waiting in line in the theater,
we went back to the Mexican restaurant.
We just went back to where we were.
We made
and we went to the bathroom.
Yeah, went to
no line,
which we felt we had a right to because we didn't use the bathroom earlier.
Yeah,
and we had been patrons of that establishment, so I really do feel like we were allowed to use that restroom, even though it was 2 hours after we left.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So, anyways, we had such a good time. Crime Junkie, check
Amazing.
it out. I need to get her book.
Yeah, I'm surprised you already did.
I know I haven't got her book, but anything else you want to talk about? Any other fluffs?
I don't know. It's gonna be your birthday.
It's going to be my birthday. Maybe stay tuned for that. Again, anything that we've talked about, reach out to us on our Instagrams, or I would say Facebook, but I think there's like 10 messages sitting there unanswered.
I don't know how to Facebook. I don't know my Facebook password.
Nina's too young for Facebook, guys.
No, I'm not too young for Facebook. I had a Facebook. I just don't do social media well.
All right, guys. Well, if you guys are still listening, we really do appreciate you. And yeah.
See ya.
We will see you guys at the other end.